Hi everyone, and welcome to this special edition of Women in Retail Talks. In today's episode, we sit down with Carol Jewell, Executive Vice President and Chief Information Officer at Synchrony Financial. Listen in as we discuss why it's important to advocate for women in leadership roles across all industries. And now, on to the show. Hi Carol, thank you so much for joining me today. Can you tell us a little bit about Synchrony?
So Synchrony is the largest provider of private label credit cards in the U.S. And we work with thousands of retailers across the U.S. and we have long and deep relationships with retail partners and really partner with them to help them meet their customers' expectations, drive sales, and really, extend the business beyond credit and loyalty for them to help them understand their customer better and ultimately, delight that customer.
Excellent. Carol, you spend a lot of time talking to clients. What are some of the biggest pain points that they're experiencing right now in retail?
It is the pace of customer expectations. The consumerization of technology has really driven the demand for customer expectations. You hold a supercomputer in your hands every day that is your phone, and so retail's ability to respond to customer expectations, and that is, the ubiquitous of digital, the merging of the offline and the online experience in the brick and mortar store. How do we think about that blending of expectations and driving an experience in store? It's hard because customers expect seamless. And it's difficult in the retail environment when you have both in-store and online experiences. But at Synchrony, we understand the digital transformation and we are committed to really helping evolve our products and solutions to help our retail partners and really meet the customer wherever they want to shop.
So with all of the ups and downs in retails and in many industries, I'm sure there's a lot of pain points. What are some of the pain points that you're hearing from your clients right now?
So Synchrony has a lot of long-term partners, so it's exciting to work with them on technology and innovation that is for the long term oftentimes. We're focused very much on data and how data helps drive customer engagement, customer experience, and ultimately loyalty. I think what we're doing right now, the area that most excites me is where we're focused on machine learning and AI. How do we take all the data that we have about our customer, that behavioral data, payment data, SKU level product data, and really use that in a way that's going to help us know our customer better, know their behavior better, and help them understand what they're going to do next.
What future technology trends are you currently tracking right now that you can see have a shelf life, that are a fad, or that are really going to be kind of changing the course of retail?
I think the age of AI, artificial intelligence, and machine learning is here. It is a time when you have large amounts of data, cloud computing, and distributed technology in digital experience in a mobile device. So that ecosystem and the ability to leverage AI to drive customer experience is huge. I think the next several years we will see unprecedented growth in the amount of AI-based technology that's driving customer behavior. The other one that's really interesting to me personally is just how much voice is exploding. Voice commerce, personal assistance, the pace at which this is,
On the flip side of that, what are some of the successes that you're seeing now with your clients?
There is a statistic that says a third of American homes have some sort of voice-enabled personal assistant. I mean, that's pretty remarkable given that this technology is relatively new. And I think it changes the paradigm a bit and it sort of democratizes how people interact with technology because voice is so much more personal than, we're also accustomed to type on our phones, but actually being able to use your voice to do something is a whole different way to think about technology.
And then finally, as my last question, as a leader, why do you believe it's important to advocate for women in leadership roles across all industries, not just retail?
I firmly believe that diversity in any type of team brings a point of view that is broad-based and is reflective. When you work in an organization that serves customers, the leadership team should be reflective of the customers that you serve and the products that you offer. Diverse perspectives are critically important to understanding our customers, and I think it's very important that, diversity of thought drives innovation, and diversity in the leadership team allows for many different voices to be heard.
Thanks for listening. For more information on this podcast, be sure to visit our podcast channel page at www.wirlc.com/podcasts for show notes. Women in Retail Talks is available on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and Google Play, but please remember to subscribe to our podcast channel page as well. Thanks, and until next time, this has been Women in Retail Talks.